Then the fourth chapter. The Yoga of Knowledge, Action, and Renunciation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, I have described this inexhaustible yoga to Vivasvan. Vivasvan then addressed Manu, and Manu then addressed Ikvku. 4-1. The saintly kings know this to be a tradition that has been passed down in this way. O scorcher of enemies, that yoga has been lost in this world, in due course of time. 4-2. That is the same ancient yoga I have described to you today. This is the greatest secret, that you are my devotee and friend. 4-3. Arjuna said, Another birth of you is the next birth of Vivasvan. How can I understand this? You told me this in the beginning. 4-4. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, I have spent many births with you, O Arjuna. I know all of them, but you do not, O scorcher of enemies. 4-5. Although he is unborn and inexhaustible, he is the Lord of all living beings. By my own illusory energy, I take possession of my own material nature and thus manifest myself. 4-6. Whenever there is a loss of religion, O Bharata, I create myself for the rise of irreligion. 4-7. It is for the salvation of the righteous and the destruction of the wicked. I appear in every age to establish religious principles. 4-8. He who thus knows in truth my divine birth and activities, that person, O Arjuna, who has given up the body and is not born again, comes to me. 4-9. Freed from attachment, fear, and anger, they have taken shelter of me. Many have been purified by the austerities of knowledge and have come to me. 4-10. I reward those who worship me in the same way that they worship me. My path, O Arjuna, is followed by men in every way. 4-11. Desiring the fulfillment of their actions, the demigods perform sacrifices in this world. Success in the human world is quickly achieved by fruitive activities. 4-12. I have created the four varas according to their modes of nature and activities. Know me, the inexhaustible, to be the doer of all that. 4-13. I am not tainted by my actions, nor do I desire the fruits of my actions. One who thus recognizes me is never bound by fruitive activities. 4-14. Even the ancients, seeking liberation, have done their duty knowing this. Do your duty, for you have done what your ancestors did in the past. 4-15. Even poets are confused about what is action and what is inaction. Now I shall explain to you the duty of knowing this, and you will be freed from all evil. 4-16. It is also necessary to understand the action and the inaction. It should be understood that the path of inaction is deep. 4-17. He who sees action in inaction and action in inaction. He is intelligent among men, he is engaged in all kinds of activities. 4-18. All his undertakings are devoid of desire and resolve. The learned call him a learned man whose actions have been burnt by the fire of knowledge. 4-19. He abandoned attachment to the fruits of his actions and became eternally satisfied and devoid of dependence. Even when he is engaged in action, he does not do anything. 4-20. He was hopeless, self-controlled, and abandoned all attachment. If one performs mere bodily activities, he does not incur sin. 4-21. He is satisfied with what he gets by chance and transcends duality and is free from envy. He is equal in perfection and in incompleteness and is not bound by what he does. 4-22. He is free from attachment and his mind is fixed in knowledge. When one performs a sacrifice, his entire action is dissolved. 4-23. Brahmarpana is Brahmahavar, offered in the Brahma Agni by Brahma. By concentrating on the absolute truth, one should reach the absolute truth. 4-24. Other yogis worship destiny as the sacrifice. Others offer sacrifices in the fire of the Brahmas. 4-25. Others offer the senses, such as the ears, in the fires of restraint. Others offer sound and other objects of sense gratification into the fires of the senses. 4-26. Others perform all the activities of the senses and the activities of the life force. They offer sacrifices in the fire of self-control and yoga, kindled by knowledge. 4 to 27. There are also material sacrifices, austerities, and yoga sacrifices. The ascetics observed self-study, knowledge, and sacrifices, and observed austere vows. 4 to 28. Others offer the life force in the breath, and others sacrifice the life force in the breath. They stopped the movement of breathing and inhaling and concentrated on the breathing exercises. 4 to 29. Others, who eat regularly, sacrifice their lives for their lives. All these men are experts in performing sacrifices and are purified of their sins by performing sacrifices. 4 to 30. Those who eat the nectar left over from the sacrifice attain the eternal absolute truth. O best of the Kurus, there is no other world for sacrifice. 4 to 31. Thus many kinds of sacrifices were performed in the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Know them all to be born of fruitive activities. Knowing them in this way, you will attain liberation. 4 to 32. O scorcher of enemies, the sacrifice of knowledge is better than the sacrifice of material things. All actions, O son of Ptha with Macron, are completed in knowledge. 4 to 33. Know that by bowing down, asking questions and serving, the wise men who have seen the absolute truth will teach you knowledge. 4 to 34. Knowing this, O son of Pava, you will never again become deluded like this. By this process you will see all living entities in your own self and in me. 4 to 35. The remaining beings. Even if you are the most sinful of all sinners, you will cross all dangers by the float of knowledge. 4 to 36. O Arjuna, just as a burning fire turns fuel into ashes, the fire of knowledge burns all actions to ashes. 4 to 37. There is nothing in this world as holy as knowledge. That is what one who has perfected yoga finds in himself in time. 4 to 38. He who has faith and who is devoted to it, and who has controlled his senses attains knowledge. Having attained transcendental knowledge, one soon attains supreme peace. 4 to 39. The ignorant and the faithful and the doubting soul are destroyed. There is no world, no other, no happiness for the soul in doubt. 4 to 40. One who has renounced his actions by yoga is cut off from doubt by knowledge. O Arjuna, a self-possessed person is not bound by fruitive activities. 4 to 41. Therefore, the heart of the self-seeker is born of ignorance. O descendant of Bharata, cut off this doubt and practice yoga. 4 to 42. Wem Tatsadat in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads. In the Brahma Vidya, in the Yoga Shastra, in the conversation between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. This is the 4th chapter of the Yoga of Knowledge, Action, and Renunciation. 4.